I've been managing and tracking my personal finances for more than 10 years. And for the last 3 years, I've tracked manually more than 2,000 incoming and outgoing transactions from all my accounts. And well, ladies and gentlepants, we are getting to the era of budgeting brain rot. Literally. Because the most powerful thing out there for your personal finances, that is budgeting, is now becoming your worst enemy because of two issues. And let's get straight to it. I will show what is these two issues and how you can fix it. So again, what makes budgeting useless? And there's only two reasons. One, you have a heavy systems. A system is your spreadsheet or anything else that takes so much time to maintain, to update every month, or to basically track your transactions that you are spending, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes a day just entering your transactions. I'm not talking about maybe updating every month your spreadsheet and then people just drop after doing it for a few months because it really takes a lot of time, and it should not take you a lot of time, and I will help you to simplify it later. And the second thing is useless tracking. Well, people just track their finances without any idea of how to do it and why they are doing it. And again, after a few months, they just take this idea of budgeting and throw it into the trash can because, of course, they do not see any results because it is useless. And well, I will show you also how to save you from useless tracking. And let's actually start from it. And oh my God, I want to show you something. Check this out. This is a TikTok account. There is hundreds of TikTok accounts like this that have videos with millions of views, and every video is basically some random people doing some random routine, and there is an AI-generated voiceover that is saying something like, I'm a TikTok scroller professional and I am getting this salary and this is how I budget it. Just take a look.
It's the beginning of the month and I just got my paycheck, so today I'm sitting down to plan my budget. This month we're working with 7,000.
It's the end of the month, and as a software engineer in Texas,
my husband finally got his paycheck. So just like every month, I'm going to take...
It's the end of the month, and as a couple working as police officers.
My husband just got his paycheck, so today
we just got our paychecks. And like every month, my husband transferred 6,000.
And all these accounts that are basically selling one thing, and this is this spreadsheet. All these accounts, they're selling the same spreadsheet. Okay, and you can ask me, like, what is the problem with the spreadsheet? It is beautiful, it looks smart. Well, it looks smart. It is not actually smart because this spreadsheet is extremely hard to maintain, to update. And again, it is a spreadsheet. You need to open this spreadsheet every time you want to track any expense. And also, it does not give you any information. It just says what is your income, what is your bills, what is your expenses, and what is your savings. Thank you, I know how many money I have on my cards and how much I spend. And basically the rest is what I save. I don't need a spreadsheet to calculate it. And the truth is that you don't need something like that. The only thing that you need is some simple 4-table spreadsheet like this. I'm not selling you this spreadsheet, I'm just showing you a simple example how you can, in 10 minutes, set up a simple spreadsheet like this that will have, again, 4 columns. First column is for food, second for planned, third for personal needs, and fourth for other. And all you need to do is to place all your expenses that you are spending on basically staying alive. It doesn't mean eating out. It means really staying alive, like buying groceries, drinking water. You put it here, inside food table. Everything else, like bills, your medicine, or maybe your car, your gym membership, you put it into planned. Because this is a thing, again, that you need to basically stay human. And things like going out or ordering Uber Black is not going there because, excuse me, but you don't need it to stay human. Of course, if you're earning some money and you want to reward yourself somehow, this is why we have this third table, and it is personal needs. Usually I recommend spending 20% of your salary on yourself so you stay motivated and do not burn out, right? So if you buy something for yourself like clothes or I don't know, just a present for yourself, you know, buying a new phone, for example, it goes there. And you know what? We actually covered everything you need to basically stay alive. And that means that everything else is unnecessary stuff. And everything else goes to other column. At the end of every month, you just go to your spreadsheet, you take a look on other columns, and voila! This is your answer. This is things that are eating your finances. This is things that you need to reduce, and that's it. You don't need to have 20 categories. These 20 categories do not give you any actionable information. If you want to build something like this yourself, just screenshot this stuff and ask AI to build you something like that, or yeah, because it is literally takes 15 minutes to build something like that. Whew, I'm getting emotional here. So again, just these 4 tables, 4 categories, and do not overcomplicate stuff. Okay, so the second problem is heavy systems. We partially solved this issue by making from this complicated spreadsheet, we made this 4 tables spreadsheet that suits everybody. So that means that it is easier to maintain it, but still, you need to spend some time to create new one every month. And when you actually spend something, you need to open your spreadsheet, find this cell and write down the date, the comment and the amount. But the truth is that budgeting should not be time-consuming and complicated. People usually think about budgeting like a separate system that they need to learn how to use, and this is wrong. Your budgeting system is like a secret weapon that just working in the background and you do not even think about it. If you want to make your budgeting effortless and not time-consuming, you can use some tools that are just speeding up the process. For example, it can be ARKAD Wallet. I cannot say that this video is sponsored by ARKAD Wallet because ARKAD Wallet is actually sponsored by me. After years of fighting with spreadsheets, I've just decided to create this application and you can download it using the link below. So again, in the registration process, application has already pre-created some categories for me, and basically this is all I need, to be honest, because it is eating out, groceries, sports and health, home and rent, and transport. Easy. And right now I will create a simple budget, but first of all I need to add some money to my application because you cannot budget money that you don't have. So I will do something like this. Top up my card account with 1,000 euros. Boom, it is already there. Now we have this alert that we have 1,000 euros to plan. I'm just gonna click this button and I will just start creating my budget. For example, assigning to the groceries 200 euros. Oops, I need to go back. I will assign for eating out 50 euros. I will assign for home and rent 500 euros. I will assign for transport 50 euros and also for sports and health. Let's do 100 euros. And after you created your budget, you can see, for example, let me get these groceries to the top. You can just buy and track your finances like this. Check this out. I went to the shop and bought some food, so add some groceries for 100 euros from my card account. Boom. Save, and everything is tracked. I can see how many I can spend on groceries this month, and it is basically speeding up process, and that's cool. I also have some, basic simple analytics here. What I actually like in ARKAD Wallet is that you can track your net worth. You can do it probably in spreadsheets, but again, you need to create another spreadsheet, update it always. But here you can add your accounts. I can add, for example, my saving account with 1,000 euros and call it secret saving account. And you can add transactions, you can create goals. So, I mean, if you like and you want to try it, again, link in the description. And basically that's it. Please do not do useless budgeting by creating heavy systems or doing useless tracking. And just use system that makes your life easier, something like ARKAD Wallet. That's it. If you like this video, again, we are talking here about finances and budgeting and mindset. Subscribe, hit this like button and try ARKAD Wallet. See you later in the next video. Bye.